Hey guys, Niddleman here. Sorry about my crazy hair. I'm kind of having a crazy hair day today. But anyways, if you're new to my channel, please remember to subscribe. Also like this video. That's always awesome. So I saw the movie Star Trek Beyond, and I saw the trailers to this, and with the music and the way I saw things, I was like, oh man, they're really going a different direction with this one, and I really wasn't too excited. However, I saw some good reviews, so I was like, you know what, I'll give it a shot. Although I probably would have seen it no matter what anyways, because I like Star Trek. And ultimately, I was another movie that was marketed bad, because I think this movie was pretty awesome. In all fairness, I guess the newest trailer was actually pretty good, but man, those first couple trailers they put out were just terrible. But honestly, this movie was pretty good. The acting, Chris Pine, there's like 500 people in this movie. I'm not going to list them all off. Chris Pine's the main guy. What I love about the characters in this movie is they all have their own little personalities. Nobody really outshines anyone else. They have some new characters in this one. Idris Elba is the villain, who at first I thought the villain was kind of the weakest part of this movie, because the first couple acts of this movie, he's kind of a very generic villain. He's just bad because he's bad and whatever. But by the end of the movie, he has actually a pretty interesting arc. However, it's also one of the cons I had, because the arc that he had, when you kind of realize his motivations and history, it also, I'll just say the mechanics of the way his character worked didn't make sense to me, or I kind of wish it would have been explained a little bit more. But ultimately, his motivation itself and his story I actually found pretty compelling by the end. So I kind of wish they would have brought some of that info in more at the beginning, or maybe started the movie off with a little bit of his backstory, because I feel like he would have been a much more compelling villain had they put some of that info in more at the beginning of the movie. But okay, anyways, besides the villain, all the other characters, not a whole lot of them have a whole lot of screen time. It is split up pretty evenly with a lot of the different characters. As we know, Anton Yelchin has sadly passed away, and this is probably one of his last movies we're going to see him in. So I was really glad that they kind of mention his name during the credits, in a special way. And I'm glad that he had some good screen time in this movie, and I like his character. They also throw some things into this movie, like there's actually a nugget that they threw in there that I thought was kind of funny, is that they have some, what we would consider contemporary music today, some hard rock and stuff, and it's in the movie, but they consider it classical music. I thought that was kind of funny, and they do things like that I like in this movie, is that it's based in our reality, but just in the future. So I like that they still refer to motorcycles and our music, but it's so old to them that it's like weird. So I like those types of things. I liked the story overall. I think it was a little bit weaker than the last two movies, though. I do like honestly, this is one of those franchises where as the movies go along, I like them a little bit less each time. The first one I just thought was freaking awesome. The second one I thought was good. This one I thought it was all right. It was much better than I thought it was going to be, so it was like, oh, that was good. But in the scheme of the other Star Trek movie, it was all right. It's worth seeing. The 3D was, there was really no reason to see this in 3D. Actually, I thought the credits were actually the coolest 3D. But throughout the rest of the movie, you don't need to see this movie in 3D. So that was kind of cool. Why did I say that? I just said you didn't need to see it in 3D. I don't know. It's really late when I'm filming this. Ultimately, I'm not going to blabber on about this too long. I would say this movie is a one-night stand / catfish. I'm slashing the catfish because of the way it was marketed. This is just a movie I was going in expecting one thing, and I got kind of something else. And it's a one-night stand simply because it's fun. You enjoy it while you're there, but I'm probably not going to buy this. I'm probably not going to ever watch it again. It's just kind of another movie. All right, guys, again, remember, please subscribe if you are new to this channel. Please share this video around. Recommend me to all your movie-loving friends. And that is about it. So please stay tuned and watch some more movie reviews if you can handle it. Go.